Welcome to an all brand new Rundown with Ramon. I am so glad you're here today. This is a brand new edition of the Rundown with Ramon, and we get to hang out together. How blessed and how lucky, how fortunate I am to have you here on the Rundown with Ramon. I hope your day is going awesome. I'm glad to be here with you on an awesome day. And you know what? If your day is not awesome today, well, I'm glad you still showed up and you're still here today. And hopefully I can be a part of your day to make your day just a little bit better. But glad you're here. Welcome to the Rundown with Ramon. We got a lot in store for you today. I got my little cup of Joe here, my favorite cup, Cafe Bustelo, and I'm wondering, should I put a warmer on? I have this little electronic warmer, but you know the problem is sometimes I forget to turn the warmer off, and then I come back to my office hours later and realize I've left the warmer on, which takes some electricity. But you know what? I'm going to put my little cup of coffee right here on the warmer. Let's see how warm this warmer keeps the cup of coffee. What about you? What's your favorite beverage of the day? Is it soda? Is it water? I hope you're drinking lots of water. Is it coffee? What's your favorite beverage? Let me know what it is. So welcome to a brand new edition of the Rundown with Ramon. We got a lot in store for you today. One, we're going to talk about make your budget fun again by naming it and claiming it. 11 cash flow optimization tips for small businesses. Half of global workers believe AI will actually boost their salaries and increase job security as fears begin to fizzle. Scammers' new way of targeting small businesses, impersonating them. Ooh, that sounds bad. Doing it step by step, Seth Godin talks about. Seth Godin has some insights on that, and we're going to learn from zoneofgenius.com how small businesses can survive and thrive in tough economic times. That's from zoneofgenius.com. Check us out there. And unlocking 5 secrets to keeping your top talent. Why your operating model matters more than your strategy and structure. The IKEA CEO Jesper Broden says it's up to us to have a work-life balance kept in check. And Alice Dartanel talks about how to kickstart your motivation even when you don't have the energy. Again, welcome to a brand new day. My name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon, and I'm glad you're hanging out with me today. Let's get this show started today. All right. So let's dive into it. Let me shut this music off and touch on our topic number 1. Ding, 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 ding. Make your budget fun again. What does that mean? This is more so for the homes, for the consumers, about making our budget fun again. Talking about by conserving your precious willpower. Author Shane Annette writes about this and shares the following. Your out of control slush fund budget. She says, or he says, one way to improve the budgeting process is to get better at naming and claiming new money. When a paycheck or unexpected income gets deposited into your account and remains unnamed or unclaimed, it often defaults to being a slush fund or free money. This pile of unallocated funds becomes fair game for impulsive spending. Take, for example, the extra cash stipends provided during the COVID pandemic. Shane got $2,000, which I allowed to sit in my account without a purpose. What happened next was predictable. I squandered it. So using digital envelopes to name it and claim it instead of having unlimited slush funds, put your money in different digital envelopes, and you can do that with a variety of accounts and name them. Shane says, for instance, if you have $5,000 in your checking account, connect it to a budgeting app and give it a name. $500 for groceries, $2,000 for rent, $1,000 for utilities, and $1,500 for health expenses. Be generous, save, contribute to your Roth IRA, spend with purpose, and be specific in your budgeting as well. So instead of just having your money in a budget, make sure you put names on it and discipline yourself to use it for its intended purposes. Endowment theory and budgets. Never underestimate the power of giving detailed names to your digital envelopes. Doing so taps into a psychological phenomenon known as endowment theory. This theory suggests that people tend to protect and value anything they feel ownership over. If money sits in your account as faceless cash, it feels distant and impersonal, making it easier to squander. Everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. Was that an interesting nugget for you? calling a name, putting a name onto your money so you don't spend so much of it. Dana Austin, glad you're here today on the Rundown with Ramon. Good day to you. Good day to you, Deborah Williams. Glad you're here on the Rundown with Ramon. Ding, 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 ding. Moving forward here, we talked about personal finances. Now, 11 cash flow optimization tips for small businesses. Deborah, as I'm sure you know, Dana, as I'm sure you know, cash flow is so important. Cash flow optimization for our businesses. What advanced strategies do you use to optimize cash flow? Here's a few tips from business owners. 1, develop a custom cash flow worksheet. 2, leverage historical data. 3, build a cash reserve. 4, streamline accounts payable. 5, hire finance experts. 6, use low interest credit cards. 7, streamline accounts receivables. Number 8, diversify your investments. 9, use data-driven forecasting. And 10, generate multiple revenue streams. 11, develop an operating model. These are ways that you can ensure you have better cash flow. Cash flow is important, not just to ensure you have more money coming in than going out. That's part of it. But as you look back at your money flow, it's not just profit and losses, it's what's the cash flow, because you could be making $500,000 a year, but your cash flow can be upside down, wondering why is your debt always building up? Because you're always trying to catch up to pay for expenses because your money's coming in late. Welcome to a brand new edition of the Rundown with Ramon. We help you live your best life or start or grow your business. Ding, 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 ding. Half of global workers believe AI will boost salaries and job security. Don't know about that. I'm with the other half that believes that AI won't do that. Fortune says this, article written by Ariana Rosa Royal, and I think it depends on what your skill set or who you are. If you're in the digital realm, if you're a high technology person and you're leveraging technology, keeping your resume hot, and you know how to use all these tools, you're looking at the future as a dose of positivity, well, AI can definitely be an asset to you. We use AI quite a bit at zoneofgenius.com. But man, if you're from the point of view, and more so that you're saying to yourself, you know what? I don't have a job. I don't have the skill set to leverage AI. What about my job title, my job type? AI is going to railroad over. Well, you're not going to be with that 50% that's happy about AI, because I'm telling you, AI is coming for a lot of our jobs, and there's nothing we can do about it. We can leverage it. Many of us will leverage it, but some won't be able to. Scammers have a new way of targeting small businesses. Scammers have a new way of targeting small businesses, writes the Wall Street Journal. And this new way, writes Ruth Simon, says copycats are stepping up their attacks on small businesses. Seller of products say they have lost customers to online scammers who use the legitimate business owners' videos, logos, and social media posts to assume their identities. That is no good. We used to think you'd be targeted because you have a brand everywhere, said Alistair Gray. It now seems with the ease that criminals can replicate websites, they can cut and paste everything. So be careful. You're selling something to your customers, and they're A, making knockoff products, and B, building up entire e-commerce stores and et cetera to siphon money from you. Be careful. And I think the best thing you can do is to be vigilant. Put Google alerts on your name and things of this nature so that you can see and you can be alerted when there's a scam taking over your brand. Welcome to a brand new edition of the Rundown with Ramon. Glad you're here today. Hope all is going well in your world. Be vigilant. When people scam you and misrepresent you, it's hard to bounce back from that because it causes brand confusion. And I don't want you to be on the side of the equation where customers are not sure if that's you or if it's not you. Welcome to a brand new edition of the Rundown with Ramon. Ding, 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 ding. Seth Godin talks about something absolutely important. He says, doing it step by step. Seth Godin says, I was surprised to discover that for many AI questions, if you add, please figure this out step by step, the AI will provide a dramatically more accurate and useful answer. This works on simple questions like, how many times does the letter R appear in the word strawberry? To much more complex issues. It probably won't surprise you to consider that this works even better for people. When we ask a simple question, we often get an opinion or a memorized answer in return. Free on gas is not how a refrigerator works. It's simply a two-word meme to get us to the question so we can move on. When we prompt a human brain to explain the steps, an entirely different process kicks in. Thoughtful inquiry, pedagogy, and user experience design push us to activate this sort of thinking. Yes, a problem often needs a knee-jerk response. It's not efficient to perform rote tasks with step-by-step analysis. When it's important, though, we often benefit by thinking step by step. Everyone, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. Glad you're here today. Glad you're joining us. Thanks for being in a brand new issue of the Rundown with Ramon. And I want to highlight what Seth Godin just said. When it's important, though, we often benefit by thinking step by step. When you blend all the things together and shove all the things together, you don't get the answer you may need, the answer you may want. You don't go in the flow that you really may need to solve the problems that you have. But in essence, Seth Godin's also saying, slow down, take things step by step, and let's do it that way. Again, everybody, thanks for being here. This is the Rundown with Ramon. I hope you're enjoying your Rundown with Ramon dose today. Let's see what else we got in box for you, Dana and Deborah and others here today. Ding, 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 ding. How small businesses can survive tough economic times. There's no easy button for this. We're always going to have tough times. They're going to go and they're going to come. We write about this at zoneofgenius.com. If you're not subscribed to our email newsletter, definitely do that today. Go to zoneofgenius.com and sign up. Economic downturns can feel like navigating a storm for small business owners. There's reduced consumer spending, rising costs, and an unpredictable market. Focus on what you do best. In challenging times, efficiency is key. Small businesses must prioritize what they excel at, their core offerings. By concentrating on your most profitable products or services, you can streamline operations and maximize revenue. Identify profit drivers, review sales data to determine which products or services bring the most profit. Enhance quality. Make sure you strengthen relationships with existing customers for sure. Personalized communication, exclusive deals, seek feedback. And are you able to manage costs without compromising value? Cost control is crucial during an economic downturn, but it must be done thoughtfully. Yes, negotiate contracts, evaluate your spending. Flexible staffing solutions are important. Are you keeping an eye on cash flow? Encouraging your vendors to pay you faster, delaying non-essential expenses. See how it goes both ways. It goes full circle. Create an emergency fund. Embrace adaptability and innovation. Going digital and diversifying your offerings and form strategic alliances. Are you investing in marketing wisely? Are you leveraging affordable channels? Are you highlighting value and affordability? Are you tapping into the power of storytelling? Preparing for the long term. Are you upskilling your team and monitoring industry trends? Are you documenting the lessons that you're learning? To do this, resilience is absolutely key. Resilience is so important. There's always going to be economic downturns. The key is those who have the longest runway will survive. This is the key. Hey, Amber, Donald, welcome. Glad you're here today. It's that full circle, right? We want to delay expenses because to get our cash flow right, but they want to do the same thing, and we're asking them to speed up their payments. Karen Venson, glad you're here. Welcome to the Rundown with Ramon. Love having you here, Amber. Love having you here, Karen. And yes, we have to analyze the various areas of our business. It's so important for sure. Business is not easy, but there's different levers, as Lamar Tyler will talk about, that we can do, that we can use to take our business to the next level. Welcome to a brand new episode of The Rundown with Ramon. Ding, 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 ding. Up next, touching on another important topic, unlocking 5 secrets to keep your top talent if you've hired someone and they leave. That is no bueno for your business. Desma Rovina de Souza writes about this. Opportunities abound for talent with exceptional skills. Employers are willing to go to great lengths to secure top talent. Remarkably, some companies that had to lay off employees have reignited their hiring efforts. A warm welcome during onboarding. warmly welcome new hires? Are you giving them, as much as you can, flexible work arrangements? Are you communicating better and better as best as you can? Holistic compensation packages that meet their needs as they need them. And are you having frequent and timely feedback? Are you getting frustrated because you're not training, you're not helping the employee do everything they can? It's so important. It's so important to retain good people. It's so important to retain good people. Because if they leave, that's going to mess up your business as well. Thank you for those insights, Karen. Karen saying take notes if you can, for sure. Rewatch and review for sure. Go back and see the things that you studied for sure. And your customers, indeed, they want good service and they paid for it, so you got to deliver it for sure. And balancing that in tough times. Everybody, welcome to a brand new edition of the Rundown with Ramon. Glad to have you all here today as we serve you. Operating model matters more than strategy and structure, writes Julia Darr. Ineffective or unsuitable operating models we have found over the years are among the main reasons that some organizations, even those with the most inspired and brilliantly conceived strategies, frequently fall short in the all-important results category. So what's an operating model? The operating model is how organizations arrange itself to make decisions, do work, and meet the needs of those it serves. But it's not just mechanics. An operating model is a living thing. It evolves with the needs of the organization and the requirements of its strategy. It's not a perfect example, but let's consider pro football. Each team's roster has 53 players, 48 of whom are allowed to suit up on game day. Only 11 players can be on the field at one time. There's a certain model with how they work. And the right operating model lets focus on people, the leadership and talent, who has decision rights and who gets to make what choices. An operating model is how you move forward to help your company not make mistakes as it moves forward. Welcome, Ayanna, the musical web. Glad you're here today, Ayanna, on the Rundown with Ramon. What operating model do you have, Ayanna? What operating model do you have, Amber? What more operating model do you have, Dana? What operating model do you have? What operating model do you have? Not just running the business by luck, but running it with some strategy. Jim Collins talks about this in some degree in his book, talking about the flywheel. Ding, 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 ding. Next up, I love what Jen Jasper is saying here, the CEO of IKEA. Jesper Broden, CEO of IKEA. He said, my job never ends and I could work until midnight and still not be done. It's on leaders to take charge of their work-life balance. And he's exactly right. It's not up to anyone else. It's up to us to do that. You can't blame other people. You can't ask other people to, oh, please stop sending me emails. Please don't fill my calendar. People are going to do it. It is our job as business owners. It is our job as entrepreneurs to push back. I told my executive assistant, leave Wednesdays relatively free so I can have time to think. And Friday, I want more time just to chill. So leave my Friday as free as you can. And she's doing that. I learned this from my other colleague, Jamie Frere, talking about buckets of time, leaving white space. I can create the life I run and still work very hard, but I don't have to be a slave to my calendar. My calendar is a slave to me. My calendar is a tool for me to optimize, not the other way around. It's a choice we get to make, how we live the life we want. We don't have to run ragged by our companies. We should be telling our companies how to serve us better. My name is Ramon Ray, everybody. This is the Rundown with Ramon. We got a few more points to get on here before we close down this edition of the Rundown with Ramon. How to kickstart your motivation even when you don't have the energy. I've been asked this question quite a bit. And sometimes it's even not about the physical energy. Sometimes it's about the emotional energy, the emotional toll in our heads. What do we do? Some techniques we can do, writes Alice Dartnell. Infuse fun and energy into your tasks. Use the power of bribery and reward. Just do 10 minutes. Match tasks to your energy levels and change your environment. This is the power of moving forward. Sometimes you're not feeling to do the things you want to do. Change your environment. Sometimes you don't do the things you want to do. Take a moment to pause and reflect and reset, everybody. This is a brand new day. My name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. Glad you guys have joined me for this edition of So Fast, but I'm glad you're here today. And I want you to think, if you've loved this content, check us out at zoneofgenius.com, zoneofgenius.com. If you've enjoyed this edition, ask yourself this one simple question. Am I clear on what I really, really, really want to do? Do you even want to be in business? Is entrepreneurship, is business ownership for you? I would dare ask yourself, are you hungry enough to get to where you need to be in business and or in life? Are you hungry enough? What is your pricing like? Is it premium pricing, competitive in the market, or is it the cheapest pricing around? Your mindset is everything. And ask yourself this, what do you do best? Everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. Glad you're here today. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for making a difference in the world. Go out and encourage somebody today and let them know that you're thinking about them. Thank you so much for showing up. Thanks for being here. It's a brand new day on the Rundown with Ramon. Be blessed. Have an amazing day. And remember, if I can help you some way, check me out at RamonRay.com. And I'll see you next time on the next edition of The Rundown.